Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Last time, what did we do? Oh yeah, we built this giant room that we're gonna fill with delicious oxygen. Although we're also gonna fill it with CO2. Mostly CO2, partially oxygen. We have been actually getting into our nice nature reserve, assuming that we ever formally build that, which at this point is a bit questionable as things have been going honestly somewhat slowly. Oh, we got some research? What kind of research did we just get? Aw, liquid piping, there we go. Now we can do some good stuff. We also need, what was it we wanted? Gas piping, that's right. We want permeable tiles. So Doris, if you could move on to working some piping there, that'd be great. In terms of edibles, what do we have? Do we have any lice? No, we just have some lice loaf. That's not exactly what we're looking for. We do kind of need some form of dining room for these guys, but honestly, we don't exactly have the research for that. I mean, that does kind of slow down the whole making a dining room, not having any resources to do so. So, you know, that is a small problem. We do need to get this all set up at some point. How are we going to do that? So clearly, just saying, what we need to do is get water to cascade down here, fall into some pit at the bottom, and then be pumped back up to the top to cascade down again. How we are going to do that is beyond my knowledge, because that sounds like actually really complicated given that we have so little water down here to begin with. Honestly, we need to get some water from somewhere else and bring it into here. That's going to be necessary. So we're going to make the nature preserve slightly less naturey by adding additional water to nature. Because although nature has a large quantity of water, apparently nature does not have enough water to run our system. Hey, look! The tiles in the abyss... I guess that's granite. Abyssalite, yeah, it is in the abyssalite. So it's all purplish. Nice! Never noticed that. I mean, that's not really that exciting, but... You know, I just saw a purple tile and I was like, that looks nice. That looks styling. Pretty sure Saul would want that somewhere in the colony. Too bad nobody cares about what Saul wants. Because Saul, you're terrible. You're the worst. Oh, Bert, did you get that job? I'm so sorry, Bert. Like, that's the worst job out there. I don't know where actually our polluted dirt is going right now. Because I'm pretty sure, to be honest, we should have had some additional polluted dirt made at this point. And it should be stinking up the entire place, but I don't know. It doesn't look like the place is being stunk up all that badly. Huh. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna count that as a victory and ignore the fact that that's somewhat concerning. Like, Bert, I don't think you even finished that job, Bert. Bert, you didn't even actually clear out the outhouse. Bert, why would you do that? Dude, Bert just like kind of half cleared out the outhouse. And then, or maybe it's just, no, it's fine, okay. There's just, it doesn't look fine, but apparently it is fine. There we go, okay, I see. Bert, I'm sorry, I didn't have faith in you. I thought you'd done something really dumb. Ends up, Bert is actually like the best at his job, and we shouldn't question him because he knows more about outhouses than anyone else. Which is, I guess, a thing that you can accredit to yourself as like some form of success. Bert, the outhouse expert, he knows how to use the crapper. Jeez, Bert, come on, man. We already have Saul. We don't need another person who's like completely useless. Jeez. I mean, I guess arguably, once we get to the point of making toilets, someone's gonna have to service the toilets, and they're way more complicated than an outhouse, so I guess if Bert has some knowledge of the toilets as well, that'd be pretty useful to us. Yeah, Bert, that's fine. Do we actually have anything in here? Okay, we have 415 algae apparently in there, which is not very much in comparison to the whole quantity of algae we actually have in the colony. People, why are we not putting algae into this thing? That needs to get done, people. Somebody needs to do it. Doris, why are you doing something that's not research? Curse you, Doris. Who is this? New duplicant? Oh, let's hope we get someone good. Oh, look at these fools. Looks like we got Mr. Woodrow. Woodrow is incredibly, incredibly dumb. He has a -3. Woodrow, you're dumb. But apparently he's mediocre at everything else and also amphibious? That's weird. Do you have webbed feet, Woodrow? You better not be webbed feet boy. Frog boy? Frog boy. Woodrow's frog boy. You know, now that Woodrow is frog boy, I kind of want him in our colony. Because that'd be... I don't even care about you guys. Woodrow, frog boy, you don't get to be called Woodrow. You're frog boy. Actually, no, we're going to do this. Woodrow, frog boy. Yes, it's long enough. There we go. That's how you do that. Woodrow, frog boy, welcome to the colony. Your disgusting webbed feet are now with us. And it actually shows his full name. That's amazing. Frog boy, you're the best. You're going to be like the right-hand man to Doris. Because obviously we can't have a colony leader that actually has disgusting frog feet. I don't think we can stand by frog-feeted people. Frog-feeted people. That's... the grammar on that was just disgusting. Like, oh, I'm gagging on my own grammar. That's terrible. Anyway, as I was saying, frog-feeted people cannot lead the colony. Doris is going to have to be the leader, but Frog Boy will basically be the mastermind of the entire revolution. Doris, how intelligent are you at this point? She's still got a 3. Which admittedly is 6 more than Frog Boy has. Frog Boy, why are you doing research? Frog Boy, I'm sorry, you're very dumb. You cannot do research. You are too stupid to do research. Please go do something else, Frog Boy. Doris is the only one allowed to do research in this colony at this point, because we got 3 yokels who are just the worst, and then we got Frog Boy, who may not be a yokel, but he's just really stupid and has webbed feet. Can never forget that he has webbed feet, because that's just weird. Like, who just has webbed feet? This Frog Boy. He's the only one. Oh, Frog Boy, you're the best. Someday, Frog Boy, you're gonna usurp everyone. Anyway, okay, let's start ignoring Frog Boy for a moment, because we need to look at the rest of the colony. Looks like we still have a good amount of food. 30,000 calories is pretty good for 5 peeps. We got all the beds we need. There's some disgusting polluted dirt currently making some fart noises over here, which is gonna be problematic for the colony at some point. We need to fix that. And, yeah, things are going pretty well. Do we actually have a manual airlock? No, we need sanitation signs. We're gonna need to get sanitation signs pretty quickly because it just so happens that we're gonna fill up with polluted dirt if we don't, and that's not good. In order to do that, we're gonna need to expand this way. If everyone could possibly deconstruct those and start cutting out a space for a supercomputer, that'd be amazing. Where is our station supercomputer? Can we fit it like right in there? Yep, that's where it's gonna go. Supercomputer right there. Perfect. I think we have space for a transformer like right here, which should be pretty good because we're going to need a transformer if we're going to put a supercomputer in this area. And probably another manual generator, honestly. Oh, look at them sleep. Bert has to sleep next to Frog Boy, which is weird because obviously Bert's face is in the direction of Frog Boy's webbed feet, so I'm guessing that Frog Boy doesn't actually sleep with his shoes on, and that's going to be disgusting. I'm pretty sure they're not slimy, but they could be slimy. Slimy webbed feet are the worst. Anyway, what do we need to get really set for the next day? We've got enough oxygen production. That's always a good thing. That really limits what we need to do. I think in terms of the colony, what we need to do is get that next station set up and potentially look towards getting a bit more like nice things for the colony, like a massage table. Massage tables are actually really useful, it just so happens. They're very good at keeping these guys from completely losing their minds. Basically, all that it does is they literally just have a massage and all the stress just leaves their body as a fluid that we then collect and put into our food to increase the nutritional value of it. Because obviously stress is a very good nutritional resource that everyone should partake in whenever necessary. Citation needed. Just saying. There we go. Massage table's all set up. I'm pretty sure anyone can use it when they need to. Hopefully. Just saying. I think that's how it works. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it works in the like legitimate build right now, but I'm not certain that's how it actually works right now. It's kind of the worst. Okay, we just got the gas regulation, so we're going to need to set up these permeable tiles to start getting rid of all of this CO2 because CO2 is the worst. So this is all going to work right along here, and we'll have a couple gas permeable tiles over this room, and of course this entire hallway is going to have to be gas permeable tiles just to make certain that we have as efficient of gas flow down towards these terrariums as we can possibly have. This is like standard for a colony, though. This has to occur. There's polluted oxygen everywhere. Just saying. This is bad. We need to get that settled at some point, which is going to require a supercomputer. Can we get a supercomputer, people? People, I know you've been here for like 5 seconds and you don't have like any research done at this point, but where the heck is it even? Refinement? Stations? There we go. Somebody needs to build a supercomputer, and they need to build it now because we're about to lose the entire colony to a single fart dirt, which is not a good thing. There we go. Look at this. Gas permeable tiles everywhere. Oh, this is how you build a colony. This is how you do it. You just fill it up with all of these permeable tiles, and you just get all the CO2 funneled down into one area. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, my friends. Perfect. Let's see how the oxygen's doing right now. We got slightly toxic stuff sitting around here. That's the problem with the whole, you know, polluted dirt that we're really trying to get rid of. But, you know, it's not easy because it's polluted dirt, and we don't have any form of airlocks to fix that. There we go. Nice. Supercomputer's up and running. I need to get some power into that. Where is the power? I need to actually at some point read the little things that I'm opening so that arguably it's going to be more easy for us to actually get around menus, because generally when you read menus, it's a lot easier. Just saying. Sanitation science. That's what we want. And I guess Frog Boy, I know I don't want you doing research, but you're going to have to do some research at this point because we need 2 people doing research at the same time. And you're the only other person who can do it, which is kind of unfortunate. No fabrications, Q. Just do intermediate science forever. That's all you're supposed to do. Frog Boy, good job. You're doing the basic science. That's a lot easier for you. Doris can do the advanced science because she's far more intelligent regarding advanced science than you are. Doris, what are you doing? Doris, why are you not doing science right now? We really need science, Doris. There we... no, that's not science. What are you... Wait, does this require water? Wait a minute. This requires water? Since when? Oh, yeah. Oh, it does need some water. Huh. I guess that's just to keep the computer cool. I see. Okay, there we go. That's weird. I didn't know that. I wonder if that's still the same in the legit build? I don't know. I can't remember. Look. Don't look at me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just build a colony. I just hope things work out. Like, I know you guys think I have a big plan here, but there's no plan. It's just putting my faith in Frog Boy. Frog Boy? Frog Boy? My faith is in you. Do the job, Frog Boy. Do the job everyone wants you to do. Be the man we want you to be, not the one that you currently are, which is a frog person, and nobody likes that. Okay, special. Oh, abyssalite. Do we not have any abyssalite yet? I want some abyssalite, and I want to build, like, I don't know, a statue out of abyssalite. Pretty sure abyssalite is, like, basically adamantium, except much less useful than adamantium. So one would argue not at all akin to adamantium, but, you know, get over it. Anyway, science is getting done nicely. Looks like we got 2 out of 10. Doris does science so quickly. How much science have you done? Just 3? You're the worst. And have you increased your intelligence at all? He has, actually. He has sort of increased his intelligence. That's good. Nice job, Frog Boy. Maybe one day you'll be on par with everyone else instead of basically having the intelligence of a 2-year-old, which is what he has, and webbed feet. I mean, again, that doesn't really necessarily play into the whole intelligence thing, but it's something that has to continually be noted. Webbed feet. That's a thing. Igneous rock. What do you mean insufficient resources? Do we need to actually mine some stuff out? Because I don't like specifically mining stuff out. That's not my favorite. I like to just have resources on hand, you know? That's what I do, bro. Jeez. I guess we need some more rock to build all these tiles. There you go, I guess. There you go. Anyway, they'll get set at some point. There's some igneous rock right here that we can work out. And this will eventually, once we get the research for sanitation set up, be the place where we stick all of our disgusting stuff. All of our polluted water, all of our polluted dirt, not our polluted water. We're not sticking polluted water in there. Polluted water goes somewhere completely different. That's just how it's going to have to be. I think, honestly, if we're going to put polluted water anywhere, it's probably going to be down below the actual CO2 room, just to make sure that nothing else gets contaminated by it, because we don't want contaminated stuff. That's bad. Can you guys also finish, like, this CO2 chamber? I don't mean to be that guy, but this kind of needs to get finished so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. It always takes 7.5 decades to build a CO2 chamber because nobody wants to dig it out. It's terrible. Oh, but look at all that CO2, though. Look at it just piling up down there. That's gorgeous. Dude, those terrariums are going to be tearing stuff to pieces. I will note, there is still some problems with oxygen movement down here, which is sort of an issue. I mean, it just so happens that we kind of want our people to not suffocate, and currently the research room is like a hotbed for CO2. I guess it's not the worst. I mean, when Doris is in there, it's definitely 1,000 times worse than when it's just Frog Boy. But we need to get that moved out, and preferably into the rest of the colony. That's what the gas permeable tile is going to be for. That's gonna help quite a bit. Hopefully, oh man, the nature reserve is right here. I would like to build a like gas tunnel to go over here. But I think what we're going to have to do, given that we have the nature preserve where it is, we can't just make a gas tunnel. We're going to have to actually, like, build a chamber down here and pump gas, all of the CO2, all the way out into the CO2 chamber. Which, if you think that sounds like a lot of effort, honestly, it is probably going to be a lot of effort. If you think it sounds like too much effort, shut up, because we're making the best colony ever, so... You know, when you have the best colony ever, you gotta do what you gotta do. And what we gotta do in this case is continue to build ridiculous structures that are apparently massive wastes of resources, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yep, that's how we roll, people. So if we're gonna do that, actually, we need to, like, probably dig this out right now. So dig down to, like, we can't dig down to there. That'll cut into the, nature preserve once we get that bottom tile there. But if we just dig all of this out and we get a little bit of tile in here, that right there is going to be perfect for a CO2 chamber. And then we'll get probably a gas pump and just move it out down to here. That should be perfect. Anyway, with that new plan set up, that will bring us for now to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we will return to our great colony, currently ruled by Saul, but soon to be ruled by Doris and Frog Boy. Mostly Doris. slightly Frog Boy. Once Frog Boy becomes intelligent enough to actually rule, because currently he still has a -1 learning, so he's definitely the most stupid person in the colony. And Doris is certainly the most intelligent with a 4 learning. Still not enough to create the manifesto, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Anyway, until then, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.